shape articles, and if you do, you're better than me, because 99% of the great trackers shape their articles. I am 100% not against it. You guys know what I mean by shaping, right? Mm-hmm. Like the articles on the ground click when the dog goes down. So I am 100% definitely not but remember I said there was a dog I wanted to see if I could do straight operant conditioning with? A dog named Axel. I shaped his articles and everything. And that dog was great on articles. First time I put it on a track, that dog went, saw the article, and turned and faced me. I'm like, uh-oh. It took me 2 months to get rid of that because I was like, I never realized I was always shaping the articles with him looking at me. And maybe my next dog wouldn't, but I'm like, I'll never shape articles again. That's why I don't.
I'm still lost on shaping articles.
I'll show you what shaping is in a minute. That's a whole discussion on shaping. But I'll tell you what shaping means in a minute. But I'm definitely not against it. There's a reason I don't do it. Does that make sense? Why I don't. So, my dog now has done their pyramids. They're really good. They've never seen an article. They don't even know what an article is. I'll use this pen as an article. I've done a 300 pace track with pyramids and everything else. Very last step, I put an article here. 3 pieces of food. I step off the track. My dog's never seen this. But I'm getting ready for my last step, but my dog has a very good what at this age? An in-drive plots. Remember what I was talking about, going from the kennel run to getting the food. Very good in-drive plots. My dog starts to get to that article, and right when they start getting that first piece of food, plots. They don't even know why they lay down. They have no clue. I stand over them. Yes. Hang hands. I do that on every track. Only the last pace. There's no articles in the middle yet. The last step. And I do it again, 3 pieces of food. After 2 weeks, I remove one of the pieces of food, and now there's only 2. Lots, hey. Lots. Do that for 2 weeks. Then, of course, 1 piece of food, and then guess what? There's no food, and they're laying down on their own. I still say plots, but they're like, I lay down, I get paid. So that's how I do my articles. Then when I start removing food from the track, they're looking forward to getting to the article because that represents payment. So you get paid on your articles. What's the purpose of tracking? Look for your articles. Find your articles. Find the human-centered articles. Then I will put a article 50 paces away from the end. Then I'll put food like every 3, 5, 7 or something. Another article, and they're like, okay, there can be multiple articles on the track. So that's how I do it. Here's the key thing. I'm getting ready for a Schutzen 1. I'm like, I think I'm going to go for a 1 in 5 weeks, 6 weeks. I do this 6 weeks before the trial. I do an 80 pace track. An 80 pace leg. So I do 40 paces, article. 40 paces, corner. 40 paces, article. 40 paces, corner. 80 paces, last article. I do not feed on article 1 and 2. This is 6 weeks before the trial. This is going to let me know what happens on article 2 or 1. I pick it up and I say, Souk, are you going to be like, you didn't pay me, you forgot something? I'm like, no, you don't always get paid. What is that called again? The dopamine project. Remember that? The dopamine project where they don't know exactly when payment's coming. So you can build drive if you do the dopamine project right also, by the way. So article 1, don't pay. Article 2, pay. And this is a shorter track because your track will be 100, 100, 100. This is only 80, 80, 80. So it's a little bit shorter than a Schutzen 1. I pay on the last article because now my trial would be done in the, that would be done in the trial. I connected the entire track next to this track with this last article. I do a whole nother track of maybe 80 with a ton of food and 1 more article at the end. So my dog got all this stress, payment, and then wow, jackpot again. This tells me though where I am for my trial, where my holes are. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
This tells me exactly where my holes are. Like, I didn't realize my dogs weren't restarting on articles. I didn't realize they're starting to quit after the second corner. You know, with especially this long leg coming up. I didn't realize that. So let's just say I have a dog starting to quit and lose drive here. I might pay on Article 1, not 2, very little food. I might make jackpots on this last leg. I mean, just. And I also like scent circles. You probably heard Gene England talk about it. So, in the middle of a track, do another scent pad. And put like 15 pieces of food in there. So the dog can get up and relax. Canoe Folks calls it a depot. Like a depot? You mean like Home Depot? I don't know what you're talking about. But, yeah, just like hangout place. Like you can just hang out here. And I'm like, okay. Because he wants the dog to relax there for a while. I think that about covers everything with tracking, right?